Manila, great city. Philippines, great country. Question is it still affordable? Let's take a look at the numbers.
Big Mike, he's got a spirit that's wild and free. He's cruising down the road.
What's his name again?
Big Mike.
Yep, that's me, Big Mike. Hey, listen, I had several requests. Folks wanted me to pull up some numbers for Manila, the capital here in the Philippines. And I've done several other cities, and they wanted me to do this one. And by the way, if you do have a city that you want me to do, pull up some numbers and statistics for you, just put it in the comments below. We'll take a look at it and probably do a video. You know, Manila is very much like any other big Southeast Asian city, very much like Bangkok or Ho Chi Minh City, with some slight, variations, obviously. But it is a big city. Very big city, one of the biggest in Southeast Asia, and pretty much everything you want to get is right there in Manila, day or night. I'm probably more into the smaller cities or even villages than Manila, but to each his own. Traffic there is brutal. I've been through it and I've spent quite a bit of time in traffic, not really liking it. And of course you've got your ever famous jeepneys running all over. Some people that live in Manila just love it, just can't get away from it. Other people find it a nightmare. So again, it's to each his own. You'll find housing there. It's very, very close, not just next to each other, but vertically stacked up. They have a very elite lifestyle there, if you so choose, if that's what you want to do. And there is certainly folks there with the income to live like that. But there is the other extreme as well. But there you'll have all the glitz and glamour of any big city in the world, really. And you can take advantage of that if you so choose. If that's what you're coming for, it is definitely there for you to take advantage of. And as I said, for me, I'm a little bit slower paced, down to earth type thing, so that's not my thing. I've done it, been there, done that, but not something I want on a regular basis. But again, like I said, to each his own. But it's there if you want it. That's the beauty of it. And certainly if you're coming here and you're hoping to find new relationships or, find that woman that you want to start a new life with, they are certainly in Manila as well. It's a very happening city, and you can certainly take advantage of that as well. Not tough to find. I remember my first 30 minutes there, I already had one person approach me like that. So not tough to find. But those are city chicks. The city chicks are going to be a whole lot different than what you'll find out in the province. And the city girls, they're just like, doesn't matter if you're a city girl in the United States or not. A little bit different woman than you find as your old basic country girl. Okay, so one thing, keep your eyes open, keep your hand close to your wallet. Not saying that they all are, but they're definitely out there. And also, in addition to that, you'll find that the ladies there, they do tend to, kind of be a little more forward than your province girl. And as far as the nightlife goes, nightlife is off the charts. You will find all kinds of clubs, bars, restaurants, and just things happening all through the night into the early morning. And one thing I will say about the clubs in Manila, when you're there, you won't only bump into local Filipinos. You'll see people from Korea, China, Malaysia, America, Canada. You're all over Europe. It's really a mix of every kind of nationality you could imagine, which really adds to the fun of being in Manila, is it is such an international, global type area where people are coming from all over the world to do business, to take vacation, to retire, just a whole lot of reasons to go to Manila. And if you so choose, stay there. It is said that there are approximately 150 to 200 different malls in the metro area. So when it comes to malls, you'll never run out of places to go and well, things to do. And some folks will tell you that malls in the Philippines are the best places to meet women. That's not my cup of tea, but for those out there that want to meet someone and start a relationship and don't want to go to bars, this might be a good option for you. I personally like getting out and hitting the streets, getting out and going to restaurants, cafes, and just walking around, whether it's in town or head over to Chinatown. Manila has a great Chinatown, well worth exploring, checking it out. If you've never been to a Chinatown, Manila's got a great one, definitely worth checking it out. And you could spend the whole day there just by itself. Got some great food. And of course, you've always got your markets, your public markets to hang out and explore. And of course, Manila has some big ones. Just never know what you're going to find there. And of course, you're not far from the beach, so if you want to head to the beach and check that out in Manila, you can do that. It's got some great places to go and look at and walk and things of that nature. And of course, like I said, on the other side, there are the rich and elite, but there's also poverty. Poverty like I've never seen in my life. Especially when I was traveling at the port, I saw things there that I've never seen before. And God bless them all, because that is a horrific, lifestyle. As I say, God bless them. But that's where they are, and that's what it is. But hey, let's get into some numbers now. And like in our previous videos, the first graph, or I should say chart, is the recommended minimum amount of money for food for the 2,400 calorie Western food. And as you can see, this is if you were to come to the Philippines and continue your life as you did in the States. And by the way, if you see different prices or if you got a great place to shop, please put it in the comments. And next, if you don't mind, take a moment and subscribe, like, and share. Obviously, that's going to help us out a lot. I hate to throw this in at this point, but I do need some help getting this channel going. So please, if you would, just hit those buttons. Doesn't cost you a dime, but it certainly is going to help me out a lot. So let's get back to the charts, pie charts on this occasion of the Western diet. Yeah, I like these pie charts a lot, really, at least I do. I don't know how you feel about it. Let me know in the comments below whether you prefer the list or the pie charts. I may get rid of one of them, but I like this one because it's a quick glance on percentages of what you're spending or what the allocations would be if you're going to be purchasing the items of the Western diet. And as you can see here, the local cheese is a big one. Surprisingly, beef, obviously, that's going to be a big one as well. And then also looks like milk. People are still eating milk over here, which surprised me. I'm not a big milk drinker, but I know a lot of folks are, and they like to continue that here. I know it is expensive because there's just not that many dairy cattle here. But now on this chart, or this list here, this is the recommended minimum amount of money for the food on a 2,400 calorie Asian food type. And this is going to be a little bit different. And as you can see, prices are a little bit different here. The reason being, well, they're probably an Asian buying it instead of a foreigner who typically get the skin tags, which are going to be a little bit more. So find yourself an Asian gal or someone like that to buy for you. But here's a general breakdown of what they're eating. And you'll notice that the chicken fillets are the big portion. Because obviously here they're more into the chicken. Westerners are more accustomed to the beef. Which is higher cost here because they just don't have as much. But here's kind of a breakdown of all the foods here to kind of summarize everything, I guess you'd say. And then here is the weather. And as I mentioned in previous videos, if you're looking for a four-season country, this is definitely not it, because there's two seasons, rainy and hot. Not a lot of variation in temperatures, but I'll be honest with you, it's a lot cooler here on many days than it is where I live in Texas. So for me it's not bad, but for a northerner it might be an issue. So as I mentioned earlier, these are the 3 cities I've done so far: Cebu, Dumaguete, and Manila. Looks like so far Manila is the more pricey one. So if you do have a recommendation or something you want to see, shoot me something in the comments so I can pull up a video for you, and we can get that get that made for you as well. But as promised, here is a little chart I was able to get up here for the time. I mean, I speak with people in Houston and New York a lot, and there's time differences. This makes it real easy to figure out what time it is. If it's 7 a.m., say for example in Manila, it's 6 a.m. in, say, Dallas or Houston. Hope that helps out. Shoot me a recommendation what you want to see next so we can get that next video made for you. I'm leaning towards Angeles City, but I'd like to hear from you. Thanks again.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the little bell icon so you'll be notified whenever we post new content. Your support means the world to us and helps us keep creating amazing videos for you. See you in the next one.